Hal here with more Empyrion, Galactic Survival. And today we're going to do something I said I wasn't really sure if I was going to do or not. We're going to build an HV. So, happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope you're having a great day. If it's still early for you, I hope your day is shaping up to be something truly spectacular. For the folks that are at the end of their day, well, I hope you had a great day and that the night is shaping up to be something fun. So, still a little under the weather with all this rain. It's playing havoc with my sinuses lately. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an HV, and I've got an idea for what I want to do with this. So let's go ahead and put the HV down. All right. We're going to grab a few blocks. Oh, hello. All right. So we're going to add a row here and a row here, and forgive the clicking noise, that is the turret up on the roof. Apparently in one of the last patches, or one of the most recent patches, they took out the ability to turn off the turret. Debs, if you're watching this, put that back in, please. That thing dry firing is driving me nuts. Alright, so I don't want to take it apart and have to rebuild it in the off chance that, we get attacked by something, so come on. There we go. So let's go ahead and do this. Depending on how fast this goes, I may end up doing this as a cut take, but we will see. Okay, so this, that's gonna go there. So we're gonna go here. That's what we're doing. So, like I said, I do have actually a design in mind. Go on. And see, what I should have done is just gone ahead and done this. Okay, second here. So that's going to go to there. That cuts over to here, right? It would be really nice if the thing didn't blow up in your face every time you tried to do anything. Okay. So we got, so from here's 3, 4, and then so 4, and then that'll be there. So we're gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, I'm just going to make this really easy because I'm filling all of that in anyway. So let's go ahead and fill that in so it stops doing the, so it stops annoying me basically. Alright. Okay, so this is, man, too much gray on gray over here. Right? Yeah. Okay, and then basically we take this in from here, so it's going to go 1, 2, so we got 2 more that we're doing, right? And this is why I was saying I probably should have gone ahead and just turned on symmetry mode, but you all know how I don't like symmetry mode, so we're not using it. All right. So we're going to do this. So what we're going to do is, this is actually going to be a mobile base build. It is going to be a full HV. What I am working on doing right this moment is just getting the outline of the thing in place, because there are some key components that we want to have. Do we want to? One of the times that I kind of wish that they hadn't changed the way that this thing used to work. I'm trying to decide if I want to have it there or there. I think we like it better there. Alright, so let's go ahead and flip this one around. And then what we're going to do, just so you get an idea of what we're going for design-wise, is, let's get up here. There you go. All right. So, like I said, this is going to be a mobile base build, so I want to have enough room in here to place everything that I really need. At the same time, I don't want the thing to be a ridiculously large target. We will have weapons on top. I'm going to put probably one of the larger but faster firing turrets. If I can get the parts for it, I will make it a I'll make it a plasma turret. So now that we have that in place, right, that should be there. Yes. Yeah, okay. So I did draw up a small design for this thing, so I'm trying to make sure everything looks good. I'm going to take that up. There. Let's take it to there. Because what we're going to do with the rest of this is slide those out of there for a second. Right? Yes. Okay. Once we've got this thing under power and we have it up off the ground, what I'm going to do is put another layer of blocks basically angling in underneath so that this takes on a more of a cylinder appearance. And let's put you out of the way so we can see what's going on. For the folks that are interested in knowing which cockpit I'm using, I'm actually using cockpit number 2 for the HV. It's a little bit more of an industrial feel to it. Show you what it looks like inside. I'm really liking these for any type of work style vessel. If you have it set up so that you're using this as a fighter, you can actually see under the feet where the feet area would be. So that does help in situations where you need to be able to look down. For what I'm doing with it, I don't really need it, but I like the overall appearance of it, so that's what we've got. Now, one of the things that I had thought about doing was extending the walls out so that the whole thing was basically encompassed, because as you know, I don't really use my my peripheral vision in these. I usually am external unless I am in a dogfight, at which point I'm internal view anyway, so... Alright, so let's go ahead and go here and here, because these are going to go up here and here. All right. Okay. Now, I'm still deciding on whether or not I want to have actual thrusters here, because I'm thinking I am going to do that. At which point, one of the reasons for that is so that I can basically have this blocked off and this blocked off. And what we'll do is have two of the main thrusters stacked on top of each other. And that gives us the area to put in a couple of maneuvering thrusters over here. So that'll be our engine block right here. Actually, I may take these blocks out. I haven't decided yet, because if I take these blocks out, I can actually repair everything from inside, but it doesn't really matter, because if I'm doing that, I've already got bigger issues, so I think I'll leave it like that. Okay, so now that we have those, we are going to put in... All right. So we are going to have a crafting station in here, we're going to have the oxygen stations, and we're going to have an oxygen dispenser as well. Alright, so place that. We are going to do... Let's put the ridiculously explosive stuff where it's going to be the most protected. And I'm thinking the most protected spots in here are probably going to be in this region. We are going to say... let's go to 6. Oh, perfect. Okay, so that should work nicely. I know what we're going to do here, since we have that in place. Let's go ahead and put... now I have 4 of these power cells. I know I like to live dangerously, right? Right directly behind the cockpit. So if it's going to go boom, the whole thing is going to go boom. But we can still get to the cockpit, and that's what matters. So I want to be able to get into here. I do only have 1 RCS currently, and I am probably going to replace that, or supplement that, I should say. In fact, let's do that. Let's go make a second RCS. I think I have the supplies for it. Let's see. There you go. Okay. No, I don't. I need 1 control device. That's easy enough. Control device. Grab our RCS. Now, one of the reasons why I'm building it the way that I am is because, as you may know, I don't know if everyone knows or not, but when you have the hover systems, the core is where everything is calculated from. The initial placement of the core. It's also where the hover engine exists. So when you're trying to get around things and you're trying to maneuver, specifically going up over uneven terrain, it uses that as your point of balance, no matter how lopsided. Hey, pups. Puppy wants to be internet famous again today. Okay. So yeah, but it basically calculates off of that one position. So for all effects and purposes, or intents and purposes, the center of the ship is actually directly under the cockpit, which is one of the reasons why once we get power on this thing, we're gonna, beef it up a little bit. Come on, thank you. No, of course we went through all that, and I didn't grab the additional RCS, did I? Yep. See, I get distracted so easily. Okay. And since we don't need access to the RCS except to repair it, we are going to do this. We're going to put 1 there, put 1 there. And what that allows us to do is to take things like our generators. We can put them here on the outside, and then, yeah, I think we're going to do that. Let's put the generators on the outside. We will take our oxygen station and flip that beast around. It's rather funny that it's backwards, but okay. And then I want my oxygen tanks to actually be underneath, because you are less likely in a hover vehicle to have the bottom of your vessel shot out. And then we have 2 cargo boxes, which we're actually putting back here with the cargo system. Refrigerator. We only have 1 refrigerator, unfortunately. I am going to make a second refrigerator to put on this side. I just unfortunately didn't have the ability to, at the time I was putting all the parts together. And we're going to have our ammo box right there. Okay, so... and now for the important stuff. Let's see, we want... we're going to put the spotlight cubes in, because we want to be able to see and show you what's going on out and about when we're doing things. We're going to go ahead and just knock out holes for everything here. Okay, and then we have an extra because what I'm going to what I want to try is to see how bright all of this is going to be once it's powered up and in flight. Because what I want, I still need to make the thrusters as well, but this should be good enough for a test. Right. There we go. So we have some hover, we have some light coming off this thing, but that's what I was afraid of, is that it is still really dark in the ship. So what I'll have to do is put a light. I'll have to put lights in. I may go ahead and just say, can I get away with? Why do you not like me? Why? Why do you hate me? See, it won't let me put it on the back of the cockpit anymore, unfortunately. So I will have to put the roof in. Alright. So we're gonna take that up one, because I don't want it to be claustrophobic. Turn jump jets off. Let's get rid of those. What we're gonna do is put that there. That there. Are you kidding me? Really? You ever had one of those days? Alright, so... Alright, so this is the basic shape of the ship that I'm working with. Let's see if we can get up here. What we're going to do... So now that we have that in place... do the same on the rest of this. Because I'm not sure how well the ship itself is going to be able to deal with this. With this much weight. Dang it. Alright, come on. Alright, so that is going to go to there. So yeah, I need to... So let's go ahead and take these out. We're just going to actually lift this entire thing up a little bit. And what we'll do is, like I said, because I don't want it to be claustrophobic. You know, I myself am not a fan of the designs when they get a little too condensed. I know I'm notorious for doing them, but I like what I like. And this is one of the builds where this is more along the lines of what I'm going for here, I think. Alright, so... I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Did I take that too far? You know, you really need to be able to turn those things off. Alright. So we're one block left, one block left. Okay. And for the folks who saw my earlier builds like this, specifically the ship that we called the Turtle, that's where I got some of the inspiration from. Some of it is from some of the other builds that I've seen, but I wanted to try something a little bit different, and it would be really nice if my jump jets would cooperate. Alright, here. And that's going to be the... Let's try one of those instead. Okay, so we'll do it that way then. Easy enough. And yes, I know my food indicator is saying that I am hungry. And see, that's what I was kind of wondering, is if this thing would have enough lift to be able to handle the amount of weight that I'm putting on it. So let's see. It does hover. Barely. And that's why I built a couple of extra lift pads for it, was so that we would be able to get this thing up and into orbit if we needed to. Well, not into orbit, obviously, but you know what I mean. Okay, so we have that and that. Okay. And what we're going to do here, actually, no. Let's stylize this out a little bit more. Because I was thinking about doing, oh, you know what, I could still do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So what we'll do is we'll do this, 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 and then there we go. All right. And that should give you at least the basic idea of what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and finish this beast off camera. Like I said, I've pretty much explained everything that we're doing with it. I am going to put in a light. I did want to do that before I forget, because I am notorious about forgetting this stuff. Okay, and yeah, we'll do it this way. There we go, like so. That way you can actually see what you're doing in here. That's in the middle, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you for stopping in. Don't forget, we do have 7 Days to Die this afternoon, as well as Ark Survival Evolved tomorrow. And on Friday, we are going to be doing the live stream. That is every week at Friday, 7 p.m. U.S. Pacific time. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button before you take off. If you haven't done so already, I do ask that you subscribe. Both the subscriptions and the likes do help the channel to grow, as well as to let me know what content you like. And the content you like is the content you're going to get more of. So if you have any questions or comments, make sure you throw them down in the section below each of the videos. I do my best to reply. I don't always get to you, and if I don't, I apologize in advance. Nothing personal. I just ran out of time. And as I'm out of time, I'm out of here. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your week, and I will see you all back here later today or even tomorrow. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.